technique, left, right, left foot to the ball, out front, right? Figure out just like this. We're not straight up and down. We're not flat. We're here. Head is always down. We're here. We're holstered. We're separating. Glove is here. Just those techniques without even throwing a baseball over and over is amazing. Well, I mean, the only other thing is talk a little bit about pitching. A little bit about the fundamentals.
I got a little bit of pitching.
Okay, we're going to talk about the stretch and the wind up just a little bit so we hit all the age groups a little bit. All right.
Before we go too far out.
Yes, sir.
When you're showing just some dynamics of pitching, or not pitching, just throwing the ball. Where are you instructing your kids to have their arm at when they're throwing? Are you pointing the toes, pointing the gloves? Are you doing anything to aim the ball in the right direction? A lot of us are still doing little kids,
right?
And that's the hardest part.
Sure. No,
aiming, where's your arm going to be at?
Great question.
The littler the kids, it seems like, the more we can throw their whole body into it, they can actually throw it. But do you want the kids learning to throw their whole body in? I mean, at far stretch.
You want a few drills first?
Well,
to lead up to it.
We're showing him the right way, the correct dynamics of throwing the ball.
Okay.
Through.
First thing that I would do is I would start with, and we do this still. We do it at every level. Professionals do it. First drill we're going to do is we're going to get down on one knee, just like this right here, right? We're going to hold the glove up top. We're going to hold it right here. This right here is so important, right? What we want to get to is most of them can't do no more than that. Got it. Couldn't care less. Because here's what happens is what? Is they want to do this, right? Don't care. So it's just here, and eventually they'll get to there. Eventually they will get to there. But it's not about getting there today. If they have to be 4 feet apart so they feel better about themselves, that's what they do. And then the next day we go 5 feet. Next week, maybe, until they can't get it there. Once they can't get it there, then you'll start seeing, whoa, stop out, let's go. So that's one. Then we're going to go from there, and we're going to take it to where we're up here, just like this right here, right? Keep that shoulder in that slot, just like that, right? Some want to hold it right here, that's fine too. Once again, they're probably going to do that right there, right? So the first thing that's wrong with that is they're not using the forearm. So what they want to do is that. Just let it fall straight down, not across their body. It's got to be straight down and have them hold snake eyes. Everybody talks about snake eyes, right? So we're going to get there, and eventually, right, when they're out here, they want to be off, they don't want to be out here in front. Eventually, they'll be there, right? Okay, so once we go from there, the next one we're going to do is we're going to transition. Remember, we were here. One reason we do that there is to keep the glove right here in front of our body. Our wrist should guide us to where we're going to go. It's not the front of the glove anymore, it's the wrist, right? So now we do this over and over and over. So now we're going to go from here to here to here. And now we're in a straight line. We just did here to here, thumb back snake right there. So now we're here, and even through this drill, they're still going to do glove tuck and finish. Over and over and over all day. Left foot's pointed that way. We're always in a straight line. I'm here, and we're going to finish right there. Okay? Over and over.
You still point the toe, but you're using the wrist.
That wrist guides you.
The wrist instead, okay, and then you've still got
shoulder. So now let's talk about that.
Here.
There's several terminology people use. They talk about opposite equal. You'll hear that term. You'll hear the term power T. You'll hear several. And all that is all the same thing. Opposite equal means if glove were to be here and hand were to be here, it's equal distance. Between my head and my glove, the ball and my head. Power T. Now it's T. Right? So here we are. Next drill you can do. Now we're up on our feet. We're here. When we throw, we're here, foot is rotating, and I'm coming down. Hand should finish across, not over here, across that thigh right there. See where my glove is at? It's always right here. It's never back here. Some kids will have it out here a little bit. For me, I can tell you I throw it every time, right here, every time. Bam. Every time. That foot kicks out just like that. Power T. Always see it there. Now what are they going to try to do? Right? That's what you're talking about. Now they're using the body. It's not about that. That's why we start on the ground to kind of keep that up. Now we're here. Then we start rocking. Then we start getting the body moving, right? So now we're going to do a rocker. So we're getting power T, rock and hold. Now I'm loading the pressure on that back thigh right there. And now I'm finishing and I'm throwing it and I'm not moving my back foot. It stays. How is my balance? Where's my chest? As opposed to with the receiver. So we're here. Am I out here? Am I falling to side? Here, rock, finish. Just like that. Keep your head, hold it for 2 seconds, come up, let's do it again. Then, we're going to go here, rock, bam. Bring that foot forward. Do each one of them about 20 times. I mean, where's that foot land? There should be a spot every single time. Power T, rock and hold, finish, just like that. Spot should be worn out right there. My hand comes across, my glove is tucked right here. And believe me, care what age you are, I will correct you every single time. One, tuck, go! Finish, cross it over, there's your balance. Get your hand back, stop bringing the ball to your ear. You want to get here, right? No, that's wrong. See that? You're here now. It's here, and then just one movement. Plane. Big plane right here. Thumb back is crucial. You want to bring it to here. And that elbow starts turning and getting forward. Now you're leading with your elbow and you're coming home. Thumb back, and as you come across, it turns naturally. What we do is we get here and we start to turn. That pressure right there. Uno collateral, Tommy John. Here, one movement. Bam. Okay? Then we can do step behind. So now we get here and we just swing. See where we're getting to? We're here, finish, bam. We'll add some more and I'll do some more stuff for you. But again, you see how every one of those, same slot, same glove, same finish. Start little, grow. Miss anything? Good? See that one? Get down here, don't get up here. Some kids, one good thing you can do just real quick, the kids who really want to come to their ear every time, put them against the fence, right? So when they come here, they're going to feel that fence, and they got to release from there. Okay? It's not, they're just, it's a natural tendency. So they'll know when they do, okay. They'll feel that they left too early because the body's not moving, it's just that arm. It should be one motion. All right, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So we're just going to say this is the rubber here. Pitching dynamics have changed a lot, right? Arietta has really changed a lot about baseball and about how we address the rubber and all those kind of things. Yes, sir, anytime. We are getting away, and over the last 10 years, whenever I bring in a new kid, or even I bring in a kid that's 11 or 12, I'm starting to change their deliveries, just on their movement on the mat. I'm all about compact, less movement, compact, less movement, compact, less movement, right? Back in the day, you've seen everything from here, right, to the big step back to here, to rock. So your body's getting all out of line the entire time, right? I'm all about staying uptight, erect. My body composition is so that I'm in control. So what's going to happen is at the end of every throw, you're going to excel and you're going to use your weight and your strength and your core to accelerate the baseball. So the less movement we have, the more that we're allowed to keep it inside, the better off we are. So I don't really care for the most part whether you start like this, or like this. I could care less. Preference for me always was here. Why is that? Less time, the batter can see a white ball. That was just my preference. But some people can get here, right? And they're so that they can bring it here where you can't. No. But again, every kid's a little bit different. And I'm going to use this right here because we'll be talking about staying in a straight line and things of that nature. So the less foot movement, the less rocking, the less turning, the better we are. If it was a perfect world and I could raise every kid to pitch, he would be starting anymore just like this. Which I'm kind of that way now to where if you want to be here, that's fine, but your, what we call your takeaway is there. That's it. I want you here. And then it's a turn. That's it. The less movement, the less exercise, the less everything that we do should equate to the less chances of making a mistake. Okay? So again, we're here. Glove is here. And whatever you want to do, slight takeaway, then we turn. Okay? Then we turn. I typically, especially on the small kids, tell you to put your foot on the inside so you can have something to kind of balance yourself with and push off with. Right? Slight turn. You want to be in front of that rubber, but I understand that every rubber around here, everyone thinks big. But so we're just talking about pure mechanics. And I would say 75% of all my work is on flat ground. Because if you can get down and out on flat ground, when you get onto a mound that's elevated, then the momentum coming off of that mound is much greater. And if you can get down and have proper mechanics and finish on flat ground, it increases your lower half, strengthens your arm, does all of it for you. So I'm a flat ground kind of guy. Here, takeaway, slight pivot. Right? So now we're talking about our hips. Our hips have got to get to where we're coming from here to what we call our balance position. Right? So this is our balance position. How these kids should be able to get to here basically and just hold forever. That was the goal. They should be doing drills over and over and over if they truly want to pitch, just to go balance and see how long you can stay. Over and over and over and over and over. Balance is everything. Because what does every kid, as soon as they get here, they're ready to go. Right? They break down their backside, they fall over too early, all of those kind of things. We're not talking about sliding, we're just talking about pure, no one's stilling. I'm getting on the mound, I'm learning from the basic of how to pitch baseball. So as we turn slightly, we close ourselves to the catcher. Right? We're closing ourselves, we're opening ourselves basically to third base. And we're getting here to our balance position. Some want toe down, some want toe here. I really don't care. Now, the reason some say they want toe down, because lots of guys, when they get to here, the first move, they drop that toe. When they drop that toe, what does the base runner do? I'm gone. So that's kind of the thought process of, if you always come here, you never know. Makes sense? Makes sense to me, but also if you can get here and push and get there, I'm just trying to tell you some of the philosophy that you hear people out there. I don't care either way. But I can tell you if I'm coaching third, I'm watching that toe. Go! So I see it come down, and I know he's going home. Because if not, he's here, where's he going? He's turning. He's not going to drop that toe and then go that way. It's just not going to happen. Never does. Okay, tangent, but it is what it is. Balance position. So now from the balance position, we're talking about staying strong on our backside, right? How do we stay strong on our backside? The quintessential guy to watch to stay on his backside, but yet can still get down the mound by staying on his backside. The most unbelievable guy I've ever seen in the game of baseball is Kershaw. So what do I mean by that? Again, here's a tangent just a little bit. You tell people to stay loaded on that backside, so that weight loads and loads and loads and loads and loads, and now I'm going to explode. He has the ability, if you watch him, you know how he gets that crazy crap up here. He has the ability of keeping that, and he's moving forward, but yet he's staying here. Like literally, he'll go from here to kind of like right here, and he's still here. He's not even falling this way. I've never seen nothing like it. He's a freak is what I'm trying to say. I never teach anyone to be like a freak. You can't teach anyone to be Al Cool, right? You can't teach anybody to truly be Big Papa. You can't teach those kind of things. It's just a God-given freakish ability. So, again, what is the point? The point is staying strong on the backside and balance to be able to where I don't want to be stiff, because now I'm falling. We don't want to fall down the mountain, we want to get down the mountain, glide down the mountain. So there's a slight bend to where I can still turn here, I can do whatever I need to do. Slight bend is all we are, so we're here. And as we come, we are coming down the mountain. Okay? We are coming down the mountain. We're not dropping either. It is a slight tilt, yes it is, because you're trying to spring. We're trying to get down the mountain, but we don't want to fall. Does that make sense? It goes back to the base runners. As they get older, gone. You get me? So you see those good guys, they're already there, right? See the difference in the two? Some can stay real tall and get off of it, some can't. So, my typical set, I would want you to get slight bend from here, get to my balance, and I'm coming down. Okay? So now we're going to talk about separation real quick, getting down the mound real quick, and finishing. And then we'll be done. As our body naturally falls, that's when we naturally separate. Should be almost together. You get me? See my arm was getting ready to go towards there. Is my wrist. That's what leads me is right here. So as I get here, balance, I'm starting to fall. I'm starting to fall. Now I'm starting to separate. Now look where am I going? Power T. Opposite ear. I'm perfect. Right where I need to be. Right? Make sense? So then, but by the time my foot strikes, I should be here and starting to come here. Right? Does that make sense? It should be almost be perfect timing to where, bam. But now I gotta get out here because I gotta get out, right? And I can show you a couple quick drills, talent drills to teach that movement of getting down the mountain. So again, let's break it down even further. So now I'm out here and I've landed. Now I'm gonna start to come through. You can see by the time I land, I'm still kind of closed. Right? My arm is what, and hip is what's going to bring my belly forward. Because if we don't, and our belly gets here, then what happens? We start to get front-sided, right? The shoulder starts to drop. I start getting up top and away. Ball start to sail. I'm out here like this right here. Make sense? Separate here. I start turning this glove right here. And we want to take our chest to the glove, right? People always talk about jerking it. That's, again, certain levels, certain people can do that. But what we want to do, where am I closer to the home plate at? Out here or back here? So I want to get out here and I'm going to start taking my chest to the glove. And when I do, that brings me up through the natural plane right here. My glove is tucked. I'm coming through. I'm finishing. And I'm coming across. And as I do, I'm coming down. Remember how we warmed up? We did it a billion times. Every kid, you don't even know they can pitch. That's what's funny. It's the same mechanic. It's the same drills. Okay? So we're here, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, glove tuck, and I'm there. Bam. Now, I'm in fielding position. PFPs, pitcher fielding position, that's where I'm at. All right? So real time, it's short, quick, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm in, bam. There I'm at. Just like that. Stay on line the entire way. Head sees the glove at all times. Hand finishes snake eyes. Kids love snake eyes for some reason. They love snake eyes. Finishing out there. All right? Finishing across that side. Only time we finish over here when we're turning. We're always finishing over our front foot. All right? When you're here and you come set, it's no different from this. Right? I'm there. It's the same. That's why Ariana, what's he do? Right? It's the difference. It's the same. It's the same. So that's why they're starting to take away all that motion and do that. Less wear and tear on the body, the arm, a lot less motion. But, it's the same. We're here. We're coming set. Right there. We're coming in your slide step. It's the same now. I'm getting back up to here again. Coming through.
You have a preference on that front foot? Some people say.
Right? All that does is, it does do that. It just keeps them closed a little bit longer is all that is. All that is. Arm slot, goes back to those drills, getting them down there on the floor, getting them to here. Proper arm slot, proper arm angles. Finishing. I got a ton of stuff, but no, my watch might kill me. It's like there's basketball enough after this one. So I don't know. Anything else?
I think for the level that we're at, that's all we need. The basics down there, learning proper technique, how to get it off the wrist and everything is what we need for this level that we can build as we go from there. So I think it's
Some of the really important thing is this right here. It's really, really important to get that thumb back. Because the more they have it here, the more they bring it to here, the more that elbow leads, the more they twist. It's natural. It's just proven over medical, history, surgery, the Tommy Johns, the UCL tears. It works right there. Right there. Real quick, I can show you a couple of pinching drills that strengthen the lower half. I'll show you the glove. So, you know we were talking about that getting here and getting separated and all of that stuff? Take a towel, like a dish towel, something just about that long, whatever, terry strip, whatever you want. Take it and put it over their middle finger just like that to where it hangs off. It's like this long. That makes sense what I'm trying to say? And we're going to start to where we're right here. We want to get wide. Not right first. Of course, a lot of them have never done this. So it's just something comfortable. And eventually, we're going to get wide. And why are we getting wide? We're strengthening the muscles in here and the growing. We're teaching them that, hey, why is it that when you're standing flat-footed, your front foot and land foot is all the way down here, but when you're pitching, you're here? Make sense? It's teaching that stride line. Teaching that stride line. So we're going to get them out here. It's like a baseball. Have the glove on. Remember this? So you would have one of you out in front of your kid or whatever. They'd be down in front of you. Just hold a glove out. Right? Just hold a glove out like this right here off the ground. They're going to get here. Right? They're going to rock and hold. And what they're going to do is they're going to finish. And they're going to hold just like that. And it teaches that thumb back. And it teaches that whip. Whip action, whip action, whip action. Then you graduate a little bit. We're going to get here. We're going to lay it. Don't move. Stick it every time. Same spot. Stick it. Then we do what we call a stride plus 5. This is not for a long time. Maybe not until next year for most of the kids. So basically, they're going to get here. And they're going to get down the mound. Front foot landed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. That's how far he should get every time. Their goal now, sometimes it's going to be ugly, but man, they're like, and they're just trying, look at that, man. They're getting down that daggone mound. Sometimes it's ugly, hey, a little bit back, and you'll come in a little bit and touch it up. Like that. Teaches them to get down that mound, but the body control, this is what's really important. So that's the drills you do.